Hello, kiddos. I hope that you are having a pretty fantastic day so far. I'm having a pretty good day. Today it's supposed to be decently warm and it's not supposed to rain, so I'm kind of excited to get to go outside, maybe pull some weeds, do a little bit of yard work. I'm going into school today to get some more activities for our videos, and I'm excited about that. But it's supposed to rain the rest of the week, so I hope that you guys are able to go outside today and do a little fun activity outside to get out of the house for a little bit. But for now, I'm excited to be with you on our video, so let's go ahead and get started with our schedule. So for number 1 today, we always do calendar. I have our calendar right here. Now, we are still in the month of April. So, we can see the last day was crossed off was this day. Yesterday was a weekend day. I didn't see you guys for 2 days because it was the weekend. So, yesterday was Sunday. And if yesterday was Sunday, then today is Monday. So, let's come down and look at our date. What date is it for today? The 27th. So, let's say today's date in a complete sentence. We would say, today is Monday, April 27th, 2020. Now, if today is Monday, then tomorrow is going to be Tuesday. All right, let's say the days of the week. Here we go. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Great job. Let's move on. We're doing number 2, our daily write it. So let's look at our word for the day and stretch it out. Your word for the day is hat. Let's tap it. At. Hat. At. Hat. How would we spell that word? At. H-A-T. All right. So your sentence for the day is, my hat was with the kid. Now, one of those words in there is actually a new trick word. Was. Let me show you that word. All right, I'm going to cover up the other words here. Oh, it's a little trickier than I thought it would be. All right, here is the word was. Was. It's a trick word because it looks like it would say was, but it's actually was. This word is as. That elephant is as big as my house. But if you add a W at the beginning, this word is was. Okay? So when you write your sentence today, be sure to use the word was. But your sentence is, my hat was with the kid. So when you pause the video, use your special lined paper, do everything that good writers do. Capital letter at the beginning, spaces in between words, stretching out your words, punctuation at the end, forming your letters correctly and using the lines. So remember, your families can use these packets to check your writing and make sure you are writing and forming your letters correctly. And if not, they're going to ask you to erase, and they're going to help you do it again correctly. We have high expectations because we know that you guys can form beautiful letters. Okay, go ahead and pause the video and write the sentence, my hat was with the kid. Okay, let's check it. So by now you should have written the sentence. Let's check mine. My hat was with the kid. I'll bet yours is pretty similar to mine. So we do have some trick words in here. My, here's our new one, was, the. Those are all trick words, so I hope that you guys got those words correct. And then there are some words in here that we can easily sound out. Hat, with, remember here's our digraph that we're learning. TH, thumb, th. So with, I hope we got that right. And then kid. Awesome job, guys. So was, that's a new trick word. So parents can take that green was flashcard, cut it out, and add it to your flashcard folder. All right, guys, if you got this whole sentence correct, I would be really impressed since this is a new trick word. But give yourself a pat on the back if you did. If you did not, of course that's okay because you tried your best. But if you did not, go ahead and pause the video and fix your sentence now. Okay, let's move on to number 3, letter and number review. So remember, every day we do 2 letters and 1 number. Today, our first letter is K. Using my pincer grip with 3 fingers or 2, I'm going to start my uppercase K. I start at the skyline, go straight down to the grass line, frog jump up and over to the skyline, slide to the plane line, right in the middle, and then I slide to the grass line. K, kite, k. Lowercase k. Lowercase k's are very tricky for some of us, so let's make sure everyone is focused. It's still a skyline letter, straight down to grass line. Now here's the tricky part. Frog jump to plane line, slide and touch the tall line in the middle, in that space between the plane line and the grass line, and then slide to the grass line. K, kite, k. All right, L. L's you guys are awesome with, so we're going to go through these real fast. Skyline, straight down to grass line, fly across. Lowercase l, skyline, straight down to grass line. Okay, now our number for the day. Our number today is 1 greater than 5. Which digit or which number is 1 greater than 5? 5. 1 greater, remember greater means bigger, making 1 more. So it's 6. 6 is what we're working on today. So when I make a 6, I start at the skyline, trace back, curve up to the plane line. Okay? Now, what would I make if I added a 1 in front? 16. All right, guys. It's now time for you to pause the video, make 2 uppercase K's, lowercase k's, uppercase L's, lowercase L's, 6s and 16s. 2 of each. Remember to do your nicest, neatest writing on your special lined paper. Go ahead and do it now. Great job. Let's move on. We are on number 4, our lesson plan packet. So, since today is Monday, we're starting a new week. We are in week 6, okay? So, I'm finding my lesson plan paper with all of our directions on it. And for reading, I see it's a catch-up day. That means if you're not caught up with all of your reading activities, because there was kind of a lot last week, if you're not caught up, that's okay. You can catch up now. When you finish reading, you'll move on to math. So, for math, we're continuing to do daily activities on the same paper. So, number 1 or day 1 is the top 2 portions of your paper, or the top 2 parts. So, trace and write the numbers. So, trace the numbers and write the missing numbers. Then you're going to count the ladybugs and circle the number that tells how many there are. You'll stop after you count the ladybugs. Then let's keep moving. When you are done with that, you have another fluency paper. Last week we worked on addition with fluency. Remember, fluency means knowing the answer without even having to think about it. So this week you are working on subtraction, just knowing the answer, okay? So since there's a lot of these, our goal is to finish this whole paper by the end of the week. So just like last week, we're going to do one row a day, and then you can work on the last row whenever you want to, okay? But what I want you to do is I want you to go through each problem, write the answer, try not to use your fingers. If you don't know the answer, then you can use your fingers, okay? But you're going to write the answer to each problem. Last week, I had everybody draw to solve, but this week, we're going to change it a little bit. This week, I only want you to draw to solve the problem if you struggled with it. So if you struggled at all, I want you to draw how you would get the answer. But if you knew it off the top of your head, then you don't need to show your work because your family and I would know that you know it. So let's say I tried to solve this problem, 5 minus 2. Oops, I forgot to write the answer there. My bad. So 5 minus 2, I would write the answer, and if I struggled with it, then I would draw what I did. So 5 minus 2, I would draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counters, and then take away 2. So my answer is 3. 1, 2, 3. So I should have written the number 3 there. But today you're going to go through and do the whole top part of your paper. The next activity on your instruction sheet is your reading log. So remember, you are reading 10 minutes to your family, or your family is reading 10 minutes to you. It could be in the morning, it could be at bedtime, anytime throughout the day. Okay, the very last thing we're working on is phonics. Now, remember, we're not doing number 5 because we do writing when you do your video every day. So skip number 5 and move on to number 6, and those are your worksheets. So you are learning another new trick word today. Here it is. We know that TH is one of our new digraphs. TH says th. So this is they. They are at home. They. T-H-E-Y. You are going to trace your words they. And remember, these T's are a little bit funky. They don't start at the skyline, but we want to make sure that our T's start at the skyline. So trace the words they. Write your own words they using nice, neat writing. Color in the words they. Color in the lines. Circle the words they. Write the word they and then read the sentence. When you are done with that, we have a super cute coloring paper. You are going to color each area a certain color depending on what sight word is in the area. So if the area has the word we, I'll color it brown. Brown. So every area with we, I'll color brown. If the area has she, you color the whole area red. If it has me, you color it pink. You, blue. They, green. He, yellow. All right, now that you know what to do, go ahead and pause the video and do all of your lesson plan packet now. All right, great job, guys. Let's go ahead and continue. We are on number 5, our read aloud, and we are going to continue this week in talking about what makes our world fascinating. That's a certain way of saying amazing and interesting is fascinating. So we are talking about our Earth. Now, we know that our Earth has what? Our Earth has continents, and our Earth has water. Now, the really big bodies of water that you can see from outer space, those are oceans, right? Our continent has our Earth has 7 continents and 5 oceans. And we are focusing on the continents. So looking at a map of our Earth, we can see that there are 7 continents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Today we're going to continue by talking about a new continent. Now we know that we live in the United States, and the United States is in North America. So we live here. Now I want us to look at the continent Australia. How could we travel from North America to Australia? Could we get there by car? By walking? No. There is ocean in between our country and Australia. Now remember, the world is not flat, right? So this is not the shape of our world. Our world is a sphere. So really, our continent connects, right? It's not flat. It's all connected. So to get from North America to Australia, you would actually travel this way because it's closer, right? So you would travel by airplane from North America to Australia. You would have to take an airplane because you would have to fly over the ocean, right? So in reading our text today, I want you to be sure you are listening. Think about what surprises you about Australia and think about what you notice about Australia. Let's crack into it. Here we go. Australia by Rebecca Hirsch. Remember, there are real-life photographs in this book. Australia by Rebecca Hirsch. What does this text feature? It's called the Table of Contents. It lets us know what's in the book and on what pages that information starts. A lot of informational books have tables of contents, and chapter books have them too. Welcome to Australia. Australia is the world's smallest continent. It is both a continent and a country. People hike to Uluru National Park. The largest pieces of land on Earth are continents. There are 7. Australia is the yellow continent on the map. People of Australia. Most people in Australia live in big cities. Some ride a monorail to get from place to place. So here's a monorail. Sydney, Australia. So Sydney is the city where this picture is taken. Some people in Australia live in the country on farms and ranches. A sheep ranch in Australia. Australia's first people are called Aborigines. They have many traditions from long ago. Aboriginal children learn special dances from the grown-ups. Amazing animals. Australia has unusual animals. Kangaroos hop very fast to go from place to place. A mother kangaroo carries her baby in a pouch. Koalas live in trees. They eat leaves. They sleep most of the time. The word koala means no drink. Koalas get most of their water from the food. Land and water. The center of Australia is dry and is called the outback. The outback is hot during the day and cold at night. The outback, Australia. Uluru Rock is in the outback. It is the world's largest rock. Uluru Rock. It's cool. Australia has forests with tall trees, many plants. Some are found nowhere else in the world. This is a eucalyptus tree that grows in Australia. Australia is home to the Great Barrier Reef. It is the world's biggest coral reef. Beautiful coral and many kinds of fish live in the Great Barrier Reef. It's pretty cool, guys. Rain falls in Australia's low mountains. It creates waterfalls. Then the water flows to the oceans that surround this tiny continent. The Barren Falls in Australia. Beautiful. Modern marvels. The Sydney Opera House is Australia's most famous building. Its roof is made of curved shapes. Each roof section weighs up to 15 tons. That's as big as 2 male elephants. What does male mean? Male means boy, so girl is female. Meet a platypus. Platypuses live in lakes, swamps, and rivers in Australia. They have a bill like a duck. They have webbed feet. Platypuses are mammals, but they lay eggs. All right, words you know. Kangaroos, koalas, outback, waterfall. Great job listening. Okay, I want you to think about what you noticed and what surprised you. Pause the video and tell your family something that you noticed and something that surprised you. Okay, let's continue. So if I wanted to go back in the text and I wanted to read more about the natural features, that means I wanted to learn more about what's special about the land and water, what text feature could I use to do that? I would need to use the table of contents. So I'm going to open back up to the beginning of the text to find the table of contents. And here it is. Now, the table of contents goes through and it tells me on what page I can find the certain information I'm looking for. So like I can see Welcome to Australia is on page 5. People of Australia is on page 9. Amazing Animals, page 15. Here we go. Land and Water, page 19. So now I'm going to go through, and by looking at the page numbers, I'm going to find page 19. Almost there. Here we go. Page 19. And this is called a heading. The heading tells me the main topic of this part of the text. So the main topic is what these pages are about. These pages are all about the land and the water. And then this is a new heading. That means the land and water information is over. So this section is all about the land and water. That is the main topic. This section's main topic is about the natural features, the land and water. So what we're going to do is I want us to look at the pictures in this section. And that's going to give us information about the key details. So what was the middle of Australia called? That was dry. The outback. So the outback is a key detail that talks about the main topic, the natural features of the land and water. And what was this called? Uluru Rock is the largest rock in the world. That is a key detail that talks about the main topic of this section, the natural features. What about this section or this page? This is a certain kind of tree that grows in Australia. It is the eucalyptus tree. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but what is Mrs. Jones' favorite scent? Eucalyptus and mint, right? And this is a eucalyptus tree. Okay, now I want you to look at this, or not an illustration, it's a real picture, right? That's another text feature. There's real photographs in this book to give us more information. So look at this picture. Think, what is this a picture of? So this is a picture of the coral reef. And what clues does this picture give you about what a coral reef is? Well, there's water all around, and the words tell us that it's in an ocean. So we know it's in an ocean. We can see there's a lot of fish around the coral reef. Now, the coral reef, I'll see if I can find an informational book about the coral reef to read to you guys, but I'll hold it close so you guys can see. But the coral reef is this the colorful rock and plant looking things that the fish are swimming around. That is the coral reef. here's more key details about the natural features in Australia. There are waterfalls. So the waterfalls, the Great Barrier Reef, the eucalyptus trees, Uluru Rock, the outback. Those are all connected because they're all key details of Australia's natural features, their land and water. They explain how Australia is amazing because they have amazing natural features in Australia. I want you to think about which national feature is your favorite. Tell a family member which natural feature is your favorite and tell them why. All right, guys, I'll bet you have a favorite national or natural feature. Okay, let's continue. We are on number 6, math. Now, for math today, remember on Friday we finished chapter 10, our chapter that's all about 3D shapes. We are not going to do a new math activity today. We're going to pause, and I want you to just remember everything that you have learned about 3D shapes. I want you guys to pause the video and talk with your family about all you have learned about 3D shapes and how they are different from flat shapes. Go ahead and do that now. Okay, let's continue. Only 2 things left and then we're all done with our video for the day. We are on number 7, our flashcard practice. And I decided to do some things differently, okay? So I've been noticing in some of our videos, some of our Zooms, that a lot of us are really struggling with our trick words. So every day we're going to quickly go through our trick words, and then we're going to go through the flashcards that we usually do on that day. So every day we're going to do 2 different sets of flashcards. So first, let's learn our new trick words that we're going to focus on this week. And families, remember to add these green flashcards, our new trick words, to your child's flashcard folder. And hopefully we're working on those flashcards so we can get that fluency down for all of the skills that are in our folder. Okay, so here's our new words. Let's add this word to our flashcard folder. We talked about this word. Oh no, we didn't talk about this word today, did we? So this word is has. We talked about AS is as. So if you add an H to the beginning, this is has. We did a paper on this word today. This is they. TH, thumb, they. We know my. So this is by. And then we already talked about this word, as. Remember, as, has. Okay, let's do our words that we've already learned. And, his, to, we, be, he, my, a, our, me, I, the, you, is, was, she. I'll bet you got a lot of those correct. Okay, on Monday we practice our subtraction. Let's try to do this without using our fingers, but if you need to use your fingers, you can. Here we go. 4 minus 4 is 0. 4, take away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 0. 5 minus 2 equals 3. 5, take away 2. 1, 2 equals 3. 4 minus 0 equals 4. You have 4. Take 0 away. You still have 4. 4 minus 3 equals 1. 4. Take away 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 is left. 5 minus 0 equals 5. 2 minus 1 equals 1. 4 minus 2 equals 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2. 3 minus 3 equals 0. 2 minus 2 equals 0. 5 minus 1 equals 4. 5 minus 3 equals 2. 1 minus 0 equals 1. All right, guys, great job. So, last thing on our schedule, number 8, thematic video. Today we learned about a new continent. What was it? Australia. So we are watching our 7 continents song and see what other information you can learn about Australia. All right, guys. I hope that you were calm, focused, and you learned a lot by doing our video and our activities today. I hope that you have a fabulous day. I love you. I miss you so much. And I will see you guys on our video tomorrow. Bye.